Today we are going to learn English language, and my topic of explanation today is the sentence. To begin with, first of all, we should understand what do we mean by a sentence. When is a sentence used? Sentence is used in two ways. Which are the two ways in which we use a sentence? We use a sentence when we speak and when we write. Now, first of all, let's begin with when we speak with somebody, when you communicate with somebody, when you're talking with your friend, when you're talking at a home. At that time, we use a complete sentence. We don't speak using half a sentence or only few words. We speak a sentence which is complete. Again, I am repeating, we use a sentence which is complete and which has some meaning. So, in short, when we are speaking with somebody, we are using a complete sentence. We are not using a half sentence. If you are talking with your friend, you want a book from your friend, so at that time, you are not going to say, please bring me. Please bring me. You are not going to use a half sentence. You are not going to use only a few words. So in place of that, when you say a complete sentence, please bring me a book. So what is this? This is a complete sentence. Please bring me a book. It's a complete sentence which is having a complete meaning. And what you are speaking is understood by the person who is listening to you, who is in front of you. So we use a sentence when we are speaking with somebody, when we are communicating with somebody, when you are having a talk with somebody. You are speaking and others are listening. And when will others listen to you? When you are using a complete sentence. Okay. So this is a sentence when we use while we are speaking with someone. Now come to the second part. When we use a sentence, when we write. When we write. Now students, you are writing in your notebook. You are completing your lessons. In your English language or literature, you are writing a short story. You are writing an essay. You are writing a letter. So at that time, you are using a complete sentence. So we use a sentence when we are writing. And when you are writing something, it should be in complete sentences. When you don't write in complete sentences, then that will not be a sentence. So again I am repeating, when we are speaking with somebody or when we are writing something, at that time it should be complete. It should be in complete words and in complete sentence which is having a complete meaning. So such type of a group of words is called as a sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which make a complete sentence, or a complete sense is called as a sentence. Again I am repeating, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which make a complete sense. Which make a complete sense. When I am saying a complete sense means it is having a meaning to it. It is not half spoken. It is not half written. So the definition of a sentence is a group of words which make a complete sense, which is having a complete meaning to it. It's a sentence. Now, to make it more clear, To make it more clear, the definition of a sentence, I'll give you one example. She is go Mumbai. Now students, what is this? It's a group of words. She is go Mumbai. It's a group of words. But is it making a complete sense? Is it having a complete meaning to it? No, it's not having a complete meaning. It is not showing a complete sense to the listener or to the reader. If you've written this, the reader will not understand what you are saying because it's not having a sense. If you're speaking, she is go Mumbai, it is not giving or it's not showing a complete sense, so it cannot be a sentence. So, she is go Mumbai is a group of words but without a complete sense and without any meaning to it. It's an incomplete sentence which does not have any sense. If I write a sentence like she is dancing, she is dancing. Students, she is dancing is a group of words. 1, 2 and 3. It's a group of words, but it is making a complete sense. It is having a complete meaning to it, and therefore this group of words which is having a complete sense, which is having its own meaning, is called as a sentence. I hope this is clear. What do you mean by a sentence? Now, in my next part, I am going to tell you what are or which are the different kinds of sentences. There are different kinds of sentences. So, which are the different kinds of sentences we are going to learn now. Now, the first kind of a sentence is an assertive sentence. Assertive sentence. It is called as an assertive sentence. What is an assertive sentence? A sentence that makes a statement. A sentence that makes a statement. A sentence that makes a statement is called as an assertive sentence. It is also called as a declarative sentence. It is also called as a declarative sentence. When you make a simple statement, when you declare something with a complete sense. Because we are talking about a sentence. But what kind of a sentence? Assertive sentence. What is assertive sentence? A statement, a complete statement. You are declaring something through your statement to others. So first kind of sentence or type of sentence is assertive sentence, or you can call it as a declarative sentence. For example, if I write Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Students, this is a complete sentence with a statement. It's a group of words. It's a group of words that makes a statement or declares something to the listener or to the reader. So first kind of a sentence is an assertive sentence, which we also call it as a declarative sentence. It's a group of words. It's a group of words which is having a complete sense. It's a complete statement. It's a complete declaration, and therefore it is called as an assertive sentence. Now come to the second. Come to the second kind. Now the second kind is the interrogative sentence. The second kind is the interrogative. The second kind is interrogative sentence. Now, what is interrogative sentence? A sentence that asks a question. A sentence that asks A sentence that asks a question is called as an interrogative sentence. Again, every time when we are learning the kinds of sentence, you shouldn't forget the meaning of a sentence. A sentence that asks a question is called as an interrogative sentence, but with a complete sense. With a complete sense. If I, for example, if we see this example, where do you live? Where do you live? It's a interrogative sentence because you are asking a question and at the end there is a question mark. At the end of this sentence there is a question mark and therefore it is called as an interrogative sentence. But it is having a complete sense. It is having a complete sense and a complete meaning. The listener knows, understands what the speaker is saying because it is having a meaning, because it is having a complete sense. But a question is asked, where do you live? So, the second kind of a sentence is an interrogative sentence, and an interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks a question. And at the end, don't forget the rule that when we are writing an interrogative sentence, at the end the question mark comes. This is the second kind of sentence. Now let's study the third kind of sentence. And the third kind of sentence is an imperative sentence. It's an imperative sentence. Now, what do you mean by an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence is a sentence that expresses. Is a sentence that expresses. Now, students, let me ask you or think in your mind, what do you mean by express? You express your anger. You express your feelings. Okay? So, a sentence that expresses a command. A sentence that expresses a command. A sentence that expresses a request. A sentence that expresses a command or a sentence that expresses a request is called as an imperative sentence. For example, if I say the imperative sentence of a command. So, you're commanding. So, in short, what do you mean by command? Order. To give an order. Be quiet. For example, if I use the word, the sentence, be quiet. It's an order. It's an order. Be quiet. It's an order which is being given. Then, if you see an example of a request, please give me your pen. Please give me your pen. It's a request. Please give me your pen. It's a request. So, what is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence is a sentence that expresses a command, that expresses a request. If you give an order or if you give a command, you are expressing it, then it's a complete sentence but in the form of a command. If you want something or you want to request somebody something, then such type of a sentence which is showing its complete sense is called as an imperative sentence. Please give me a pen. Please give me a book. Please give me an eraser. Please give me a pen. So when you are requesting in a complete sense, in a complete sentence, such type of sentences are called as an imperative sentence. Is that clear? Now let's come to the last one, that is exclamatory sentence. This is the fourth and the last kind of a sentence which is called as exclamatory sentence. Now from the word itself you come to know when you are using this symbol, this punctuation mark of exclamation. From this punctuation mark or an exclamatory mark you come to know that the sentence ends with an exclamation mark. A sentence that expresses a strong feeling. A sentence that expresses a strong feeling. Again I am repeating, a sentence that expresses a strong feeling. Such type of sentences are called as an exclamatory sentence. What? Example. What? A shame. What? A shame. Exclamation mark. So it is having a complete sense. It is showing a complete meaning to it. So such type of a sentence is called as an exclamatory sentence. So students, we have learned four kinds of sentences. The first one was assertive or a declarative sentence. The second one is called as an interrogative sentence. The third one is called as an imperative sentence, and the last one is called as an exclamatory sentence. So all these four kinds of sentences which we have learned today is having a complete sense, which is having a complete meaning, and therefore it therefore get divided into four kinds which we have learned today.